What is something you cannot believe people find sexy? Please consider subscribing if you enjoy the video. Anything scat. Why? Serious answer. A lot of kinks boil down to vulnerability, either having someone vulnerable, or being vulnerable. Doing your business is like lizard brain level vulnerable. Like, why does your bathroom door have a lock? Is it really that big a deal if someone walks in on you? No. But some ancient part of you is uncomfortable being vulnerable while you drop the loads, so you put a lock on the door. Why does your dog awkwardly stare at you while shitting on the lawn? Because he's vulnerable in that moment and is looking at you to watch for predators. I can't tell you why, but shared vulnerability is very important to intimacy. Probably more ancient caveman shit. Even something simple like a kiss on the neck is another person's teeth at your throat. Scat is just a extreme form of being vulnerable before your partner. Yeah, I totally understand and agree with everything you are saying, but at the end of the day, shit smells bad, almost certainly tastes bad, and it's freaking shit, dude. I read either in AskReddit or Tifu where a few people were sharing stories about scat experiences, and all of the ones I can remember were people who had fetishized about it for years, and when that hot nug hit them on their forehead and drooped over their nose, they instantly regretted it. I love you for that description, but not enough for you to link and log my face. Can't believe one of my highest comments is about getting my face shit on. We're friends now, Reddit. I also think it has to do with how taboo it is. People get excited by things that seem wrong or naughty, and scat, I'm guessing, is like pushing yourself past the ultimate boundary and completely giving into lust. The 3 P's always confounded me: poop, pee, and legit pain. You forgot puke. Agreed. The 4 P's: poop, pee, puke, and pain. Prolapse. Alright. 6 P's then. Poo, pee, puke, pain, prolapse. And please don't bring any more of this shit into the conversation. Fricking animals. Do not frick animals. I'm Welsh and don't condone any abuse to animals. Sheep don't count, because they are my friends, and in some cases, family members. A person acting like they are utterly stupid on purpose. Yeah, I hate feeling like I'm being mocked like that. Jerks. I am friends with a lot of very, very smart women. A few years ago, we tried out doing the baby voice versus not doing the sexy baby voice when we were out and about. Unfortunately, a lot more men were interested in them when they used the high-pitched baby voice and acted super stupid. Sad face. We did what we always did. Dinner, fancy ice cream, and then dancing, and using the stupid baby voice combo led to free stuff. I lost all faith in humanity and genuinely stopped dating for a bit. I wonder if that's because men were more attracted to them, or just because the men thought they'd be easier to sleep with. Unfortunately, if she's a dumb baby who doesn't know how to say no and instead giggles like a little kid, yeah, they probably think they can convince her to sleep with them or just lay there. Feeding fetishes. Food is great. Sex is great. Mixing those two? No thank you. Have you seen that episode of Seinfeld? Georgia tries to pull it off. I flew too close to the sun on wings of pastrami. Vomiting. It might just be me, because I have a phobia of vomiting, but I generally physically cannot understand how people are sexually attracted to throwing up. The mind boggles. Prolapse. All I have to say, I prefer a matcha lapse myself. They have to start lapsing somewhere. Yeah, I find this fetish particularly repulsive, far over others, but I actually had the fortune of speaking with an intelligent guy that was into it. So I asked him about it, and asked him to articulate what it is about prolapsing and gaping, which was a little more his speed, but they're related that he found so alluring. The way he described it to me was that it was something like an extreme indicator of sexual promiscuity. If a girl has a lot of sex, then she'll be looser. That's where gaping comes from. Exaggerated looseness. Prolapse, then, is just another step down the same kinky road. I still don't get it, but it did open my eyes a little and I was able to at least respect it. I don't care for that sort of thing either, but now I get it. Still not into it, but I get it. It's saying this person has been fricked more than anyone else has been fricked. The details are really gross to me, but I can see why someone would be into that. I honestly find the idea of being stuck in someone's stomach slowly digesting horrifying to the point where it's scarier than any movie. Took a while, but I have found a thing I've never heard of before. Had to scroll more than I expected. Did you make this up as a joke? Not willing to Google or click links with a description like that. Just give it to me straight. The slang term vor means a rare sexual fetish where someone experiences sexual arousal from imagining swallowing or devouring someone whole or from being swallowed or devoured whole. For some, it can include chewing people up or being chewed up as well. I still don't know what the frick this means. Cannibalism. But, imagining it. People who are into inflating their bellies with an air compressor. People who squish things with their boots or heels. Vor. Ball crushing. Bruh, you are deep on the internets. You just knew. Inflating is a thing outside of DeviantArt. Is the first one actually real? That sounds like it would kill you. Anything related to piss. Shit. Rather feet than a tail. You don't want to get bleed on? In the shower a little bit. Ripped jeans. Skin was showing. Hot night. Pee was flowing. Took a shower. It was golden. Where do you think you're going? Shit a little. Maybe fart and come. Baby talk. Does daddy waddy want his dongy wiki sucks? Still yes. Designs. I'm a developer and hear client feedback like, can we make this look sexy, or this needs to feel sexy, in reference to a button on a medical-oriented B2B landing page. It's a freaking user interface. No one is gonna want to stick their dong in it. This is my favorite. This man hit the money. LOL, I'm an interior designer and get that sometimes. I want it to feel sexy. Like, I know what you mean and I can make your kitchen sexy, but please stop. I don't get how some folks want their partner to be fat. Like really life-threatening fat. Or the extreme opposite. Skinny to the bones. Don't misunderstand me. I have nothing to say about chubby people. I'm not a thin and muscular guy myself and so on. I just mean those kind of people controlling the amount of food their loved ones get in a really disturbing kind of way, not mentioning their sexual preferences. I knew a guy who thought that all women who weighed under 400 pounds looked like men. Did not understand. That's just wrong on so many levels. There's clearly something off about that guy. He was otherwise a good guy, held a good job, treated his morbidly obese girlfriend and her son very well, nice to everyone. Admittedly, that's really nice to hear, and I think we can appreciate this, but there's still the question behind the whole obesity thing. I mean, when I'm in a relationship, the well-being of my girlfriend would be among my top priorities. Excessively long fingernails. I can't stand those big-ass pointy nails. Those two. Always scared I'm gonna get scratched. As a lesbian, I wholeheartedly agree. How does it feel having a vegetable peeler used down there? Is it just a hard no if you are hooking up with a long-nailed lady, or would you recommend removal, if they're glued on, before adult times? Peen with rided up neath dirtles furiously freaking upside down women slathered in makeup. With awful fake sausage lips and gigantic rigid plastic boobs. Extra points if she starts vaping in the middle of it. Oddly specific. I freaking hate it too. Those horrible rigid boobs. It's like someone tightly sewed cantaloups under their skin. It's disgusting. Brazzers. Dudes into cuckpeen. Why does the dude railing your wife always have to be black? I think they want to be railed by a black dude. There it is. I think it's supposed to add on to the degradation factor. Oh, it's not just any guy freaking my wife. It's some lowly black guy. Yeah, it's a mix of this, and the belief that all black guys have bigger dongs than you, and also as a cherry on top, the way black men are seen as more animalistic. Basically, it's a racism Sunday. Scat. Diapers or ajaplay. Seriously, a girl with a pacifier and a diaper in her mid-30s is disturbing, and men too. There's a diaper guy who trolls the local mall and harasses women with his fetish. He goes into various stores and wanders around looking for women working alone or relatively alone. He got to me once in a bookstore. My coworker was out back doing paperwork and I was the only one out front. It was slow. He came in and asked for books on IBS, so I took him to the medical section. He proceeded to not look at the books at all, having me do it instead. While I looked, he told me about how he has IBS, so he has diarrhea all the time, so he wears a diaper. He asked me if I wore one and if I knew anyone who did. He then showed me his diaper. At that point I said, sorry, I don't have any books on IBS and I have to get back to the register. I walked away and then my coworker came out and the guy ran out of the store. I heard from the department store employees that he would go in there and ask a woman for help with pants. When he got into the dressing room, he would ask for help putting the pants on. When they saw the diaper, he would ask them to change his diaper. The guy had been banned from every store in the whole mall multiple times. But since the mall doesn't exactly post cards at every entrance with his picture, he kept getting in anyway. But that's why he would run. He was good at recognizing people he had interacted with. Before, so whenever he saw me he'd run. Same for the security guards and the department store managers. Basically, if he had seen you before he'd avoid you, but he's still proud for new targets. Like, whatever fetish floats your boat is whatever. But don't subject the public and random workers at the mall to your fetish unwillingly. Go join FetLife or something, but leave the public out of it. That's freaking disturbing. That dude is a predator. Oh, absolutely he is. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more r/AskReddit content. Be sure to check out our playlist, link in the description below.